Welcome back to flipping from 0 gold to Goldcap by only using the auction house. Let's get into a new episode. So what we've got to do now is finish reposting all our items up on the auction house. We also are sitting at 1,551,000, but we have a whole heap of sales in the mailbox. Once we clear out everything and relist everything, we'll check out how much we actually have. There's way more than just the last day. I believe we've got more sales at the bottom of the mailbox. So what we'll do is we'll finish posting everything up on the mailbox, from the mailbox, and then we'll check out the value of the auction house, and we'll also check out how much gold in sales we have waiting in the mailbox. Now, if you've been following along with this series, there will be a link where you can see all of the series episodes from 1 all the way up to where we are now. And if you'd like to learn how to flip how I am on retail wear, and also it actually includes a guide on how to flip on Wrath of the Lich King. You can find all of that inside of my flipping guide, which I'll put in the first link down below in the description box. It will teach you how to flip, how to set up TSM, also give you my TSM groups of over 4,500 items that I've handpicked to flip, and also the operations for TSM to post them profitably. But anyways, that'll be the first link down below. Let's post all the items from the mailbox on the auction house. Alrighty, so we've finished posting everything up on the auction house. We've just got the sales left in the mailbox, so we have 110k gold in the mailbox, which is really good. Let's have a look through here. So we got the rhinestone sunglasses, sold for 18.5k. It's a pretty decent sale right there. Here's a big one. So we sold the rest of a recipe potion of perception for 28k. That's really nice. Then the rest are just some steady ones where we made like a few K profit on each of the flips. Now with all these sales, they're all more than 50% profit, and most of them are much more. So we have a decent amount of profit sitting right here. We'll check out the total worth of the auction house also, and we'll see what the auction house is currently sitting at. And then our next step, I think, will be to do a shopping scan and try to find some more good deals that are on the auction house. So if we head over to my auctions, we've got 18,948k worth of auctions that are listed on the auction house, with 1,627 items listed. So we're looking very good. We sort of buy the most expensive. We've got some really good valuable items here which will be great when some of them start selling, which they have been selling really well. But as you can see, we've got a really good auction house at the moment with some great items. So what we're going to do now is run a shopping scan, and I think we'll run a shopping scan on, so all recipes and all transmogs are very big groups. So if you have the flipping guide and you want to just do a quick scan for some of the main items and most valuable items, you can run these right here. So the battle pets, the BOE mounts, the cosmetics, the high rare value items, and then also transmog flipping. And this is basically really hot transmog items, and also your island expedition pieces, which sell extremely well. So if you want to do a quick scan, you can simply run it like that, or if you want a longer scan, you can scan all the groups, and it will take a bit longer. This one only takes like 5 minutes or so, and it's done, and you can see if there's any really good deals. So I think we're just going to do the quick one right now, and maybe later on we'll run a full scan of all the groups a bit later. Alright, so we've done the scan, and let's check out the items. So if you've been flipping, you would have noticed that a whole heap of the white tuxedo shirts are extremely cheap. On some realms they're like 1 silver each. They're not worth flipping at the moment. There's some method how people are getting them super cheap. I'm guessing it's from the holiday event, I think, and so they're extremely cheap at the moment. They will go up over time, but I don't recommend investing into the white tuxedo shirts. Let's have a look what we've got here. So the Frostwind bracelets. Now these could be a good flip, however the region sale average is pretty low on both of these, so I think we're going to stay away from those. Let's see what else we've got here. So this is a good flip right here. There's 2 of these listed for 2k. If you look at the market value, it's 14k, and if you look at the region sale average, it is 4.9k. So we're definitely safe to buy both of these up for 2k each. That'll be a very, very safe investment, and basically we'll just relist them at the same price as the high price right here, which is 10k. So we'll list them both for 10k each. Moving on. Now this item could be good because there is only one listed on my auction house at the moment. It's got a market value of 12k. The region sale average is 1.5k. And then there's one selling for 2k. So if we brought this, we'd relist this for 7k, which I think we're going to do just because there is no competition, and they're some of my favorite flips. Then you don't have any competition when you're trying to sell the item, so we'll buy that up also. And then the Twilight Dragon's Helm. As you can see, there are a whole heap of these listed. We actually have one listed for a low price, which we'll cancel that. And I think we're just going to buy the one at 2k. If you look at the prices, the market value is 11.9k and the region sale average is 9.9k. So technically we could buy all of these up and reset it to the maximum price. We've sold 3 of these in the past from 17 to 26k. Do we want to invest in all of these? I think we actually are going to, because what we could do is we could buy all of these out and we could relist every single one of them for 25k each, which we're going to go ahead and do that. It's got a decent sell rate. If you look at the sell rate, it's actually 0.026, so it has got a good sell rate. We're going to buy all of these up for 5k each. We're going to cancel the 2 that we have listed for 5k also, and we're going to repost all of them for 25k each. Now we pretty much only have to sell one of these, and then after that all of them are profit, so it's definitely worth doing. And if you look at the market value, it's way higher, and the region sale average is way higher than 5k, so I'm happy to spend the 5k on these items. Now mainly because this has got a good sell rate is why I would invest so many of the one item. If the item has a really bad sell rate, I wouldn't recommend buying more than like 2 or 3 of the item. However, this has a good sell rate, so we should be able to sell this pretty well. And as you can see, we've actually sold 3 in the past, all for around like 20 to 25k, so it's a very good flip. Now we're going to cancel the 2 that we have listed for 5k, and then we'll repost every single one of them for 25k each. And I think that is all the items that we want to buy up at the moment. We can have a little look here. So this one could be worth it. We've only sold them for about 4.5k in the past, so I don't think we're going to invest in that. I sold one of these for 7.6k. Is there much competition? There's 2 of them. The market value is only 4.2k and they're selling for 1.4k, so it's not too much profit there. This could be a good item though. We've got a cosmetic from, I believe, from Shadowlands. Do we have any of these already? So we have one listed up in the auction house already at 37k. I think we are going to buy this, and what we'll do is we'll buy the one for 15k and we'll repost at 30k. So a nice little 15k profit off that item also. And that is it for that scan right there. So we'll grab the items and we'll throw those up in the auction house. So we spent about 50k, and we're going to increase the auction house wealth by a decent amount just by spending that little amount of gold. They're all really good items. A lot of these come from Island Expedition, as you can see. Then obviously the cosmetic. So let's post these up. So we go to auctioning, run post scan, and let's post up all the new items. So here are the new items right here. So we'll post those up. Right, so let's check out the total worth of the auction house now. We were at close to 19 million, we're just under it. So that should have bumped us up back over 19 million. Let's go to TSM, my auctions, and we're at 19,368k. So very nice. So I think what we'll do is we'll come back in a little bit and we will do a shopping scan, and we'll do it on none of these, and we'll focus on the 2 that we didn't do, so all the recipes and all the transmogs. Now this is a big scan. As you can see, it's going to scan like 4,000 items, so this can take like 10-15 minutes. So once we get a little bit of spare time, we'll definitely go ahead and we'll do that full scan. And we are back on the flipping challenge character, where basically we're making a gold cap starting off with 0 gold. Where we left off, we had a whole heap of items listed on the auction house. So it's been about a week or so. We've had about a week off. while we went on holidays, and now we're back at it. So the auction house is looking at 19,408,000 worth of listings with 1,584 listings posted. So the auction house is looking pretty good. We've currently got 1.4 mil, nearly 1.5 mil there, and we have a whole heap of sales in the mailbox. So we just finished clearing out and reposting all our listings, and we have a whopping 635k worth of sales on the very first page. We do have like 21 more that we can't see at the moment until we gather some of this out, but it's looking really good. So a couple of the biggest sales were these ones right here. So the razor fin, great belt, and then also this scasmatic piece that went for 136k. So very nice. So what I think we're going to do next on the flipping challenge is we'll do a shopping scan. We'll see what items we can buy to post up on the auction house and try to get the auction house value back over that 20 million mark. So to do a shopping scan, we want to head over to browse. We want to be using the groups from the flipping guide. Now if you don't have that already, it will be the first link down below in the description box. So we've got all recipes and all transmogs. They're kind of bigger groups. I think we're just going to go with these ones right here. It's a lot quicker of a scan, and it's got some really good items to keep an eye out for when they go cheap. So we'll do a scan, we'll see if there's any good items worth buying, and we'll go from there. Oh, we just got a nice little sale. So we paid about 99 gold for these plans, and we just sold one for 1,289 gold. Alrighty, so the scan is done. There's a few good items worth buying. So this first one here, how many are listed? So there's a few listed, but they're listed really cheap. So the market value is about 1k for these, so we'll buy all of these up. There's a few good items worth buying actually, with a pretty good profit. Just get this real cheap one first. Now what I like to do is buy, basically we'll look into anything that is under 30% of the market value. So that is this number right here with the percent. So anything under 30% is worth looking at, and you can make a decent amount of profit that will make it worthwhile actually buying the items. Right, so we brought all of those up. Now these right here, there's two listed at 22k, and then there's three of mine listed at about 50 to 60k. So what we'll do is we'll buy these two for the 22k, and then we'll cancel the three that we've got listed. We'll repost them undercutting this guy, so all of them listed for 222k each. Now if you look at the market value, it's got 187k, which is pretty good market value, and the region sale average is 35k, so it's definitely more than the 22k that we're going to be spending on each of these. So we'll buy that up, we'll cancel the ones that we've got listed, and then we'll repost them all for 222k each. Alright, moving on, we've got these pants. They've got a market value of 54k on my realm. Now there's a few of them listed, so we're going to buy up all three of these. The ones for 7k and also the ones for 10k. And then we'll repost them at the maximum price, which is about 60k with my TSM operations and settings for this specific item. There's one more to buy of it, was there? Where are we? Right here. So the 10k one. There's an island expedition piece. We've got a few of them. We probably don't need that. This chest. There's one listed that we have posted, and then there's one for 2k. We'll cancel that. We'll buy the one for 2k, and we'll post them at a maximum price around 24k each. What else do we have here? This could be a good flip. How many is there? There's two at 13k each. The market value is 41k. Oh, this is a good item right here. We don't have one of these yet, so it's listed for 2.3k, and we should be able to repost at the maximum price as 41k. So I'm pretty sure that is all the main deals out of here that are worth buying. So what we'll do is we'll throw these up on the auction house. So we're still sitting at about 1.4 mil. Once we collect all this gold, we'd probably have over 2 mil. So yeah, we would have over 2 mil, which is really, really good. Right, so everything that we just bought, and we want to get the ones we cancelled also. Right, we'll throw these up on the auction house. Alright, so we just finished posting all them items. We'll add about 19 mil, and now we're at 20,626k worth of items listed up on the auction house. We've also got a little sale here. We paid about 99 gold for this. We resold it for 1.2k, which is pretty nice. Alright, so we'll come back in about a day. We'll do a scan and we'll see what other items. Alrighty, so we're back on the flipping challenge character. We're currently sitting at about 20 million worth of posted items up on the auction house. As you can see, we've got some really, really good items now for sale, which is really, really good. Let's check out the mailbox. So we're sitting at 1.4 million at the moment. We haven't actually done any mail clear outs for about 20 days. So as you can see, we've got in the first mailbox, we've got 821,000 gold worth of sales, which is extremely good. Now this is over the past like 20 days or so, but we haven't been doing much relisting whatsoever. We've been pretty slack with it. We weren't on holidays, so we actually missed out on a whole heap of reposting for the items. But as you can see, the sales kept coming in, even though we're only listing them up in the auction house like every 5 days or so. We definitely had a whole heap of really good sales that have came in. So with all of these sales, we're making more than 50% profit at the minimum, and all the way up from 50% profit to say like 200-300% profit for every single one of these sales. So we're definitely made from this first 100 that are showing in the mailbox. We definitely made over say 500-600k gold profit from all of these flips, which is extremely good. And if you didn't notice, this is obviously going to bring us up over that 2 million mark, which is a huge milestone for the challenge, which is really, really good. So as you can see, we sold a few formulas that went for a lot of gold, a lot more than I expected to actually get for them. The Island Expedition pieces, they're selling good. They always sell good, especially the weapons. The weapons sell extremely good from there. So as you can see, 821k in the very first mailbox opening, so for the first 100. So let's clear that out, and that will definitely bring us up over that 2 million gold mark. So we're getting even closer now to that 10 million goal that we're trying to actually reach with this. Now what we will be doing, there's about another 50k in the last 30 mails. That brings us up to 2,277k, which is absolutely crazy. There was 875k worth of sales in the mailbox. So now our main goal is to spend some of this gold. We don't want it sitting in the in our inventory. We want it working for us and actually making more gold from the flips. So our next goal for the next few episodes will definitely be to reinvest all the gold that we've made back into more flips. So here's a quick little look at some of the best sales that we've got. As you can see, we made 254k profit off this flip right here. We only paid 4.5k for it, and we resold it for 259k, which is crazy. But anyways, we will be spending the majority of the gold that we've got in the next episode. Well, that is the plan anyways. If you want to learn how to flip exactly how I am, you can check out my flipping guide. This will teach you how to set up all the add-ons required to do this step by step. It will teach you how to actually flip, and it will also teach you a whole heap more about making gold from flipping, like all the little ins and outs. And you also get my TSM groups and operations. Now the groups have over 4,500 items that I've handpicked to actually flip over the years, and the operations have it set up so you basically can't lose. You're always making profit from the flips. But anyways guys, until the next video, take care.